Hey Sagittarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are sort of doing a bit of whatever comes out type reading. I will be having a look at your energy as well as, love energy around you, that sort of thing. I do want to just let everyone know that if you do leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I will be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers. We're only a couple of people away, so please like and subscribe to the channel as well. I do really appreciate your support. Being such a small channel, each and every one of you is very important, so thank you. Today I'm using 4 decks. I do have firstly the Spirit Junkie Affirmation deck. I am using a new Lenormand deck, the Jelly Bean Lenormand, as well as 2 of the Love Oracles there. So we've got the Hidden Truth Oracle as well as the Ask the Angels Love Oracle. All right, so getting straight into it for you, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know, please? What does Sagittarius need to know? Whoa, way too many cards. It was like half a deck. What does Sagittarius need to know, please? And I saw this one when I flipped that whole half a deck. There we go, that beautiful pink card there. It does say, taking care of myself is a radical act of love. So looking at self-care at the moment, Sagittarius, taking care of yourself, and that in itself being a radical act of love out into the world. That's it though, like taking care of yourself is a loving way to show the universe that you do want to, share your love with the world just by loving yourself first, okay? Because if you're someone that believes in God and all that sort of a thing, or it doesn't really matter what you believe in, but if you want, if there was a God, for example, I'm not getting into the belief stuff, but if there was a God, that he would want you to love yourself, divine creation and whatnot. So, you know, I don't want to get into the belief topic, but everyone's free to believe whatever they want to believe. Okay. All right. Your energy. For some reason, I'm feeling like I want to talk about God now. It's so weird. Oh, very interesting topic. I could go on for a while talking about my personal beliefs. So maybe I should do a video on that one day. What do you reckon, Sagittarius? Let me know in the comments if you would want me to do a video talking about belief and religion and spirituality and whatnot. I just don't. I feel like a lot of people would agree to disagree. Okay. Sagittarius, what's going on in Sagittarius energy, please? Looking at your energy, Sagittarius. Okay, so firstly, we do see the bouquet, all right? So that's all about giving and receiving. So giving love, receiving love. Once again, it's very muchly that energy of that oracle. So giving love to yourself is also all about receiving more love as well. So the more love that you put out there, the more love you're going to receive back in, all right? So and putting love out there, sometimes it can be all about giving that love to yourself, rewarding yourself for the little things, buy yourself a present, something like that. But we also do have the anchor and the rider here. So this is kind of letting us know that, if there is something that has kind of been holding you back, weighing down on you a little bit, the energy is now able for you to sort of move forward with that. The rider does it is a movement card, whereas this is sort of that more stuck sort of energy. But it's kind of talking about things that hold you secure as well. So the things that you can depend on and be held secure by, the things that help you, anchor yourself through any storm that you're facing. Give yourself reward for being able to, weather any storm. But definitely that energy sort of shifting. So whatever has sort of been holding you down a little bit, maybe weighing heavily on your mind, that is now sort of lifting, and you're sort of set off onto new paths with this rider here. He does sort of run off into the distance. He's ready to take off into, a full sprint or whatever. I did actually get the exact same placement for Leo. So if you do have strong Leo placements, you may want to check that one as well. But in that particular reading, it felt like he was kind of prancing. But in your reading, it does feel as though this horse is more ready to just, I'm getting that, like a horse pulling, the anchor being like the horse and cart type thing. And so you're, there's something that may be weighing down on you a little bit, but you're not stopping it from letting you travel on and plod steadily forward. Okay, so loving yourself and giving that energy to yourself allows you to start, pulling that weight along until eventually, it falls off into the background there, and all of a sudden you're free and you can run off into the distance. But I do feel as though it's kind of that energy of you, Sagittarius, moving on ahead anyway. Even if things feel like they're holding you back, holding you down, you're moving on anyway, ready to, face new stuff and head towards new energy, and, bring positive love into the world just in general as well. But we'll see what sort of energy is around you, headed your way. Okay, Sagittarius. What's coming in around, what's coming towards Sagittarius, please? What's coming towards Sagittarius? Because that rider usually needs to meet something as well. So we'll see what that is. Okay, why does Sagittarius need to know about that energy heading towards them? Right. Okay, Sagittarius. This is actually very similar to the Leo reading. So once again, if you do have strong Leo placements, you may want to check that one out. The energy heading towards you, we have the ring here, followed by the mouse. Okay, so the mouse talks about the past and, things that you've lost in the past. So with the ring here, it's pretty clearly telling us that, there is a relationship from the past that, some sort of connection. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a love connection. It was, though, a very intimate connection, with the lily coming through as well. The lily does talk about, intimacy and, closeness and being vulnerable and those sorts of things. So I do feel for a lot of you, this is someone that you were very intimate with. Intimacy is a lot of things too, guys. It's not just romantic intimacy. It's just that vulnerability, being close to someone emotionally. But it also does talk about longevity, all right? So I do feel for a lot of you did this person or relationship, this connection that you've lost in the past. You had thought that was someone that was going to be in your life forever, type of energy, all right? And with the lily there, and that energy, I do, there is a part of me that kind of feels like, it maybe taught you a lot about your, about how to be vulnerable, and it made you very sort of intimate with yourself and your own, just within your own self. But this energy is actually coming towards you. So I do feel as though for a lot of you, this is somebody from the past coming back into your life in some way, shape, or form. I'm just going to get some of these hidden truth and see if we can get a bit more information about that person. Okay, so you will know who this is because I look for you everywhere. So you've been kind of hoping to run into this person, and every it's kind of that vibe of even through a crowded room, you're still kind of looking around for them, hoping that they're there. But I knew exactly what I was doing. Okay, so that card is actually giving me the vibe of this is someone that you have pushed away. It was getting too intimate. You were getting too close. And it was kind of that, it's kind of that vibe of, I can't let this person get too close to me because I need to push them away because, I'll push them away before they push me away sort of vibe. So you knew exactly what you're doing. You knew that you were pushing this person away. We also have just being near you is intoxicating, and that's probably part of the reason why you push this person away, because you were sort of getting too drawn into the situation, getting too drawn into the connection, and because of the emotional vulnerability that was there, it's kind of that vibe of, if I continue having this person in my life, I'm, I'm kind of going to lose myself altogether because I want to give all of myself to this person, and that I would, I would be giving them too much, and they could break me. That kind of a vibe of like, I need to push this person away because if I stay with this person, if I don't push this person away and I let them stay in my life, um, they will be the only person with the power to hurt me because they will be too close to me. They will be able to hurt me, is the vibe I'm kind of getting from that. Okay, so I do feel for some of you, this is someone that you have pushed away, um, and you knew that you were pushing them away, and then wondered why they went away. But they're coming back around again. It does feel like here with that energy. When I asked for clarification, I did get the cross, so it does let me know that it was a very spiritual type connection. It was a destined sort of connection, and it's part of your destiny to actually, have this person back in your life. Even if it's just for closure, it does feel like for some of you this may just be for closure. I'm just going to get a bit more info once again, because you need to know about that because it's part of your destiny to, I feel as though there's something you need to resolve within that situation. Um, Outcomes for Sagittarius of, firstly, I suppose I should ask, is this clearly somebody coming back around towards Sagittarius? Yeah. Okay. So we see the clover. So that's pretty much a yes. They're definitely heading in your direction. With you having that horse energy and then the clover energy, you may actually reach out to this person as well. It's going to be different for everyone within the collective. Some of you may be actually instigating that reconnection with this person because the clover is about taking chances, taking a risk. So I can't really feel, it's different for everyone, I feel, because some of you, it's you taking the risk to contact that person, and others of you, it's them taking a risk to contact you. But it's part of your destiny that somehow you are still connected to this energy, and on a spiritual level, there's still that spiritual sort of connection there. So, you know, and also with the cross and the emotional intimacy in the lilies, not only does that portray the destined relationship, that destiny of this person being in your life long term, but it also portrays that they could be re-entering your life because of closure, that one or both of you are carrying some sort of burden that you need to clear up. Okay. Outcomes for Sagittarius with this person, please. Okay, so I have the birds on the bottom there, so that does talk about conversations happening. All right, so for some of you, what we've got here, it's going both ways again. So we've got the coffin and then the book. All right, so the outcome here is that so for some of you, the coffin, that talks about death and then rebirth. This is this situation ending completely and you moving on to brand new chapters. And for others of you, this is, the ending and rebirth of this same situation and starting a brand new chapter, but with the same person. So for some of you, this is a reconciliation, and for others of you, this is just closure so that you can move on to new chapters in your life. All right. So it's going to go, it's different for everyone within the collective. I'm just intuitively feeling it's about 50-50. So half of you are going to choose to, reconcile with this person. And, it depends what happens in this conversation. And under that, we've got the scythe too. So there may have been some sudden changes, unexpected. There may be some unexpected changes, that need to happen if this were to be reconciled. So this conversation is really going to shine the light for you on whether they have, whether these changes have taken place or not. So if these sudden unexpected changes within the connection have taken place, you probably will reconcile. But if they have not taken place, you may choose to move on to new chapters in your life. All right. So it's sort of going both ways for everyone within the collective. But I'm going to grab just a general past, present, future for love. And actually for you, Sagittarius, I feel like I'm just going to focus on the new, like on the new and the future. Okay, so future love, and I'll focus on romantic energy because, even though we do see that relationship in that specific, play of cards there, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a love connection. It could be a friend, family member, somebody else that you felt as though that person was destined to be in your life. A lot of the time, that sort of energy reads very similar as strong friendships. Sometimes read that way as well. So I'm going to specify romantic love for Sagittarius in the near future, please. Okay, so we do have the moon, so emotional sensitivities coming to light. We have the sun following that, which is seeing both of those, the moon and then the sun, having the two celestial. The other one is the stars, which we haven't drawn that for you as well. But the moon and the sun, it is actually a super strong connection with those two cards, and it does talk about your emotions coming to being revealed, emotions being revealed from one or the other. I'm not clearly feeling whether this is your emotions or somebody else's emotions, Sagittarius, but emotions being revealed, coming to light, and happiness. There's so much happiness with these two cards together. It's really shining brightly on the situation, on your future love, within romantic love. It's really shining a lot of happiness on the situation for you. We do see beauty and luck. We see happiness. All the happiness overrides a lot of other energy. But once again, we're seeing those sudden changes needing to take place. So, pardon me. So these emotions may be revealed to you very unexpectedly or very suddenly. You weren't really expecting that. So whether or not for some of you this is going to be that same person, for others of you this may actually be somebody different, suddenly revealing to you that, look, I want to find happiness with you, Sagittarius. So it's definitely even if you are someone who doesn't reconcile, and if that is a love situation we were looking at there, and you're choosing to reconcile, a lot of happiness because of sudden emotional changes. If you're choosing to start new chapters, someone unexpectedly coming in, revealing emotion towards you. All right. So we'll get some of the Ask the Angels Oracle on that as well. Okay, Sagittarius, near future for Sagittarius with romantic love, please. Okay, so we are firstly seeing get more information. All right, so that means, regardless of whatever your situations are, doing your research, doing your, checking up on people, making sure that they are doing what they say they're going to do. Because with this particular card, it does remind me a lot of the time that, actions speak louder than words. Okay, so it's one thing for someone to come and say to you, oh, look, I have all these emotions for you, but then they need to act like they do. And same as, oh, I want to try again. I want to reconcile with you. I've changed. But then if their actions don't show you that they have changed, that's the more information. So I feel as though this is like a take things slowly, make sure you're getting as much information as you can, and researching this person's energy a little bit as they're coming towards you. So getting a bit more information about what changes have actually been made, what is actually being revealed. Get as much information as you can. All right. And ask for help from others. Okay, so don't be afraid to ask advice from friends, family, loved ones. Ask others for advice. That can also talk about, asking on a like a spiritual level as well, asking God for advice, whatever you believe in. All right. And then within the next few months. All right. So this should all sort of play out for majority of you within the next few months. I dare say for a lot of you, this is actually just around the corner. So I would actually say within a few weeks. But, obviously within the whole collective, we are looking still relatively, incoming with the next few months. All right. So, it should have played out for everyone within the collective within that next few months. But I do feel some of you are just going to start seeing that happening sooner rather than later. All right. So I suppose, making sure, though, go back to the very start where we talked about taking care of myself is a radical act of love, giving to yourself first and foremost. Okay. Don't be worrying about giving to these other situations until you're giving to yourself first. Okay, Sagittarius, so that's what we have for you today. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Hopefully, I will see you all again soon.